College Corner.
Looking to get back on the right track with College Corner picks. 3 games on Tuesday night. We begin with a pretty critical must-win early in the season for the Louisville Cardinals. They are at home here against Virginia. Now, injury situations for Louisville are what to watch. Michael Brown, their very talented freshman sensation, has been ruled out for this game. Ryan Conwell, their other superstar shooting guard, missed last game. That's why they were struggling with Boston College early. They did ultimately emerge victorious. Now they are rumored to get Conwell back. He's listed at probable tonight. Sources tell me that he is planning to play, barring a surprise late. Now, Louisville's 2-2. This was many teams' favorite to win the ACC. They were projected to be basically hand in hand with Duke all season long. They fall to 2-3 in ACC play with a loss to Virginia. This thing is over. They have to have this game. I think it's a desperation spot against a Virginia team that has been good, but showed some cracks early in the season with a loss to Virginia Tech and a neutral loss to Butler that hasn't aged well. I think as long as Conwell plays in this game and Louisville is able to start hot the same way they started hot against Duke, remember they were up 10 in the first half in that game, I don't think Virginia has the firepower to come back. The model agrees, as this is one of the highest edge plays of the day. Second play tonight is another home team here, and this is just by the book, one of the best teams to bet in college basketball right now, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I got the quarter zip on. Go Huskers, baby. This team is 16-0, 5-0 in the Big Ten, up to, I believe, 10th in the AP poll right now. This team's awesome. They've got the nation's longest winning streak going back to the end of last year because they won their postseason tournament as well. This team's just really, really loaded. Rank Mast inside, Price Sanford outside, veterans everywhere you look. They do not beat themselves. They're undefeated at home. I think Rank Mast in 2 years at Nebraska is something crazy, like 28-1 outright as a home player when he's active. Now, in steps Oregon, who's really bad. I mean, this Oregon team is 1-4 in the Big Ten. They're 8-8 outright. They're still sort of holding themselves up to the quote-unquote Oregon brand, normally a much better program than this under Dana Altman, but their superstar point guard, Jackson Shellstad's been hurt. He's been in and out of the lineup. He hasn't played in recent games, and I just think this is a treacherous travel spot. Oregon has Michigan this weekend. They've got to go to Lincoln in the middle of the week, sandwiched in between 2 games in Eugene, to take on an undefeated Cornhuskers team that is just way too good for a depleted, injury-ridden team to deal with. Ken Pom likes Nebraska by 13 here. I always just like to check what the college basketball analytics gurus say. I think there's value on the Cornhuskers minus 10.5. And then for our last play of the night, we're sticking with a third home team here. We're going to take Creighton minus 8.5 against Georgetown. Creighton is in a bounce-back spot here. They've been pretty good in Big East play, 4-2 so far. But if you remember over the weekend, they got punked by St. John's, gave up 90 points to the Johnnies. St. John's is a very talented team. That's a top 20 team nationally. Georgetown is the furthest thing from that. 109th in the country per Ken Pom right now, 1-4 in the Big East. They've lost 3 straight games. They've been blown out in a couple games this year that made your head turn. You remember that 20-point loss at North Carolina? I think Creighton's a similar caliber team to the Tar Heels, and I think, quite frankly, we rarely see a Greg McDermott team lay an egg twice in a row. So expect Creighton at their best. If they're at their best, this should be a double-digit victory at minimum. It is Louisville, Nebraska, and Creighton tonight. 3 teams at home in interesting spots, either must win or bounce back, or in Nebraska's case, just a team that can't be touched.
All really nice odds too on these spreads, sweet spots and high edges, and even a combination of both on all of them. Really good stuff. We'll say this, you should play these straight, but if you like a little side play, it's plus 780 on FanDuel with their little, they got a 30% parlay boost. I put that in as you were talking about this, Greg. So that'll be my side play of the night.
Love it. Let it fly. Cross your fingers, and let's win some bets tonight in college hoops, ladies and gentlemen.